Hi everyone and welcome back to this Python tutorial series for beginners. In this video, we would be learning about the different types of variables and the different types of methods that we have in object-oriented programming. So let's say we are working with this class employee. And if the company name changes for one employee, then it should change for everyone, because that should remain same throughout every single employee that is being created by this program, right? So it wouldn't be practical to always write self.employee name here and have to pass it here. So what we can do is we can create a variable here which remains uniform throughout the whole class. So to create a class variable, you declare it here. We have two types of variables in Python. We have class variables and we have instance variables. So instance variables are all of these variables which belong to an object. And a class variable or a static variable is what remains uniform throughout the class. So let's create a class variable here and we'll call it company. And company would be equal to learn to code. And let's change the company name here. Yep. So now whenever you want to deal with a class variable, the method that it deals with needs to import CLS, and whenever you want to use a class variable, you just need to say CLS dot the name of the variable, and CLS would be the class employee. So now everything should be fixed. So here we needed to pass the whole class employee because we needed to deal with the class. And let's run this program and see if we've had any errors. And as you see, we don't have any error and the company name has changed here. Now let's say you want to create a function which updates the company's name. So let's create that. Def change company name, and we need to pass self according to all we've done till now, but I'll be making some changes here. And we need to pass CLS, and then we can say CLS dot company is equal to, and we also need to accept the new name. So you see, anything other than special variables is always colored different. Company is equal to new name. But the problem is that this function, if you logically think about it, this function should not belong to an object while it is belonging to it. It should rather be something which acts on a class, and that is what we would be learning right now. How to make methods which specifically only and only act on a class. So the way you do that is by first removing the self keyword. It's useless, but you do need to pass class here, CLS, sorry. And just before you declare that method, you need to add a decorator. It starts with @ and you say class method. So you see right now the error is gone. And now if I just say employee dot change company name and I pass the new name as learn to code, it's pretty similar, but the numeric 2 is replaced by the characters TO. And if I run it now, it says learn to code, but differently. But let's say you want to make a method which just prints out the different functions this class has. So like a help method. A help method shall belong to a class, but you don't need to modify anything. So we have something called a static method which does not do anything, but it's just like for support or telling what the whole thing is about. It does not need any parameter. So that has a decorator called static method, and you say def info, and we'll just print This is a class for creating employee objects, and it requires parameters which are name, comma, age, comma, salary, comma, gender. Okay, so this is the info function. This method still belongs to the class, so you would have to say employee.info, but this method does not take anything as a parameter, and so it cannot modify anything at all. So this is a class for creating employee objects, and it requires parameters which are name, age, salary, and gender. So these ones can be helpful for like documenting or showing info to the user. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I would see you in the next one. Goodbye.